I'm a firm believer in simple things in life, Get up, stretch, get some sun, go for a walk, and get some fresh air. Nothing better. Don't mind me and my coffee. We're just taking a stroll. Yeah, that's what we doing today, guys. We getting fresh air. I'm gonna also teach you guys a little something that I learned from my therapist that'll help you guys control your emotions and lock in. Fresh air. Nothing better than it. Something else that I really love, that I enjoy as much as fresh air, is when I'm watching a movie and they have one really long take that like draws you in and makes you feel like you're part of the experience. Ooh, my butt is a little wet, but it's all good. Fresh air, nothing better. Every morning I like to get up and just go for a walk, man. It helps clear my mind and it helps me set my day with intention, you know. Thanks for joining me. I'm wearing another pair of glasses. Sponsored by Oliver Peoples. No, I'm not really sponsored by Oliver Peoples. When I lived in San Francisco, when I was in grad school, one of my best jobs was working at Oliver Peoples, and in which I was able to get I have maybe 30 plus pair of glasses, sunglasses in my collection. Pretty absurd, right? Anyways, I'm here at the park with my coffee, with my Memphis mug, and just taking in the fresh air. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys watching my videos and, you know, just giving me your attention. Because attention is hard to fight for these days. However, if you figure it out, then it becomes as easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still throwing darts. I'm still living, learning, and growing. And, that brings me to my next point. You take a deep breath and you hold it for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you release. And you do that 4 times, okay? And after you do it, there's a sense of peace that you'll feel. And with this peace, you sort of just get to reset, A lot of times life's just happening so fast. Everything's just coming at us so fast. We don't know how to catch our breath and take it in. But the best way to do that is through breathwork, I think. And yeah, just practice that sometimes. It's been interesting watching the comments and seeing the good feedback, the bad feedback, and some of the feedback, you guys just hating. Well, not you guys, but some people, they just hate, There's one guy, he was like, you need to hire an editor Your sound sucks. Da 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 da. I was like, damn, my boy. I'm not gonna get too deep into that. I was just like, damn, boy. But all I said was, thanks for your keen insights and uh, sharing that information with me, because I didn't know I needed an editor. I thought I could just edit on my own. I thought I could just learn the things that other people are doing. But according to some people, I got to find this, and that. But I enjoy editing my own videos and putting them out there and sharing it. Um, Man, it's a pretty day out today. You got guys over there playing basketball. Ooh, he traveled. That was a travel. And you got me over here with my coffee in the park. What else should I share with you guys today? I also got great feedback. Let me talk about the great feedback. Usually I always talk about the bad stuff and the points that I need to work on, but that's, because I'm somewhat of a perfectionist when it comes to my work and things and ideas that I like to put out there. So I always talk about the bad news, but some of the good things that I saw somebody from Nigeria comment on my previous post about climbing up the film industry ladder, and they said that it's been difficult. I know how tough it is here in Los Angeles. I can only imagine how tough it is in Nigeria, and like how, when I say clicky, everybody has their clicks. You feel me? Camera department has their clicks, production has their clicks, grips and lighting, everybody has their clicks. You feel me? That's like back when you was in high school and these people hung out with each other, these people hung out with each other, and these people hung out with each other. That's the same goes for the film industry, the film business. You gotta find people, that are accepting of you and want to join your clique. You feel me? I got a couple of people in my clique. I got a guy that I always go to for sound. I got a couple of DPs that I trust and love. And I got a handful of actors that I could just call up on a dime and be like, hey, I got an idea, let's shoot. And they're excited because they know the ending product is going to be cool. But I say that to say, yeah, networking is hard. Putting yourself out there is hard. Making these videos, me putting myself out there is hard, I don't like talking on camera like this, but somebody at home might like it. Somebody in Nigeria might like it because I can connect with them, because we share a common interest. I would love to give free game to people that I don't know, because I've given free game to people that I do know, and some, took it and did great things with it. Some took it and stabbed me in the back. No, what's a better way for me to say it? I've given free game out to people that I do know, and man, some of them took that advice and like furthered themselves, but some of them, they just took that advice, used it, and forgot about me, forgot that I put them on game. Like, for instance, I got a guy from Memphis, Tennessee, who I met, and during 2020, right before COVID, I met up with him. I didn't really know him when I was in Memphis, but we knew some of the same mutual people. I linked up with him in 2020, and he asked me, yo, Dex, how are you working in the industry? How do you do this? How do you do that? Da, 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 da. And I straight up told him, I was like, bro, what you doing right now for work? Oh, you drive trucks? My guy, you got to drop all of that and only focus on this one thing. I wonder, can you guys hear this plane flying above me? I got my noise cancellation thing on, so hopefully it cancels that out. But yeah, I told the guy, I was like, yo, look, bro, what do you do? You can't do that anymore. You gotta just be all in. You gotta just stick with this. You gotta just keep going. And in terms, he dropped everything, stuck with it, kept going. And I hooked him up with a dispatcher, and in less than a year, he got into the transpo union. You know, he told me thank you. He didn't send me a thank you card. You know, I don't want thank you cards. I don't do things. I don't do gestures and help people for the benefit of myself. I do it out of the kindness of my heart. You feel me? Because I want to see people go far. I want to see people, especially that look like me, go far. But shit. But he began like producing and shooting things, and he asked me to come shoot something for him. And I was like, okay, I'll come shoot for you. Fast forward months later, he asked me to come shoot something again for him. But he wants to pay me $50 less than what he paid me before. And I'm like, bro, no, hell no. Hell no. I don't care if it's $10, $5, $1 less. Like if I put you on free game and you're hiring me to do something, don't expect me to do it for any less than the minimum which we agreed to. Like, point blank, period. Am I still recording? I think I'm still recording. Because I'm out here by myself doing this shit on my own. But yeah, like, I was so offended. I was like, nah, dude, I'm not, that's just me, yo. Like, when you set your price, if you set a price, especially if it's a minimum, you don't go below that. Anything else under that is disrespect, you know? And we clipping you for that. Like, you gotta get rid of those people in your life. You know, if somebody don't see the value that you provide, whether it's by $1 or $10 or $50, like, no, I'm clipping that. I got another instance where a buddy I went to film school with, he wanted to shoot a short film out in the desert, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. You know me, I did a bunch of PA work, drove a bunch of production trucks, so I'm very familiar with what we need on the truck and what we need to have a successful shoot day. And I told this guy, my boy, you might want to get some sandbags for these pop-up tents that you got. And he didn't want to invest in getting the right number of sandbags, and the pop-up tents destroyed on him. And he got upset, he got mad, looking at me like I was gonna, well, I told you. But that's what happens when you don't listen. You gotta listen. And then, oh my God, one of the stupidest things that he said to me when we was doing like the pre-pro and figuring out shit was the lunch schedules. Because when you're shooting and you have like a 6 or a 12-hour day, you have to like set time aside to feed the crew and the cast, just to keep the vibes going, the energy up, the effort at its highest. And his exact words to me was, do they want to get paid or do they want to eat food? I was like, bro, come on now. I don't care if it's pizzas, Subway, you know, your grandma's cooking. Bring something for your crew to eat. You can't have them out in the desert in the heat, barely enough water, pop-up tents flying away, and you ain't got no food. Anyways, that's enough free game, and I'm not giving free game to people that I know no more. Well, I'll give free game to some people that I know, but you gotta earn that shit nowadays, my boy. All right, let me breathe again, because thinking about those things got me really fucking pissed off. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4. I should do it without the Mr. Miyagi hands. But breathe in, breathe out. All right. How was that? Was that a productive talk? Maybe? Kinda? No? Sorta? All right. On that note,